Irreverent, irrelevant, irrational, irrepressible. It's the not necessarily actual, not necessarily factual, not necessarily the news team. Next.
It's never just one game. It's always a whole mess of them, like life.
Football wasn't the only game Terry Brogan would play.
She stole 50 grand from me. I want her back, and I want you to find her for me.
The more Terry searched,
Getting paid, and paid well, aren't you?
the more Jesse resisted.
Can't anyone love me without it being life or death to them?
Till the only way out was to play the game.
Terry, you could hurt us.
You mean you can hurt me?
And love was the hardest game of all.
Just let me take her back with me, Terry.
Let's just get out, let's just go, let's just run!
This isn't something we can run away from anymore. You were in on it.
That's not
You helped set me up.
You told them everything, didn't you? Didn't you?
This is the rest of what Jay goes.
Jeff Bridges,
You've become everything I'm about. Don't you understand that?
Rachel Ward,
Jake, I love him!
James Woods.
You don't think I need to be cared for, too? You want to gamble with me, Terry?
Against all odds. Tomorrow on HBO.
Morgan Hiller's new in town.
First day in a new school. You ready for it?
I always.
Where he came from, he was a rebel.
Connecticut. What do you fun like that?
Before the day is over, he'll have met the wrong crowd.
Just when I thought we were going to be good friends, huh?
The wrong girl.
Let go of me!
Not until you tell me what your name is.
And the wrong guy.
Nobody takes anything that I own. Nobody.
Tough turf. It's a long way from Connecticut. Friday.
Sunday, get a double dose of action, Chuck Norris style.
Damn right.
They were prisoners of war,
None of you have ever escaped, and none of you will.
but his war was just beginning. See how it all started in Missing in Action 2, The Beginning. But his fight isn't over yet.
I'm not back in 12 hours. Get the hell out of here.
Not until the last man gets out alive.
You guys are going home.
Missing in Action. Be there Sunday, March 16th for a double feature that really packs a punch.
Well, what is comic relief? It's laughter. It's a break in the tension.
In a recent Hollywood press conference, writer-comedian Bob Zmuda announced the formation of Comic Relief.
Comic Relief is a non-profit organization which is made up of people in the entertainment industry who are closely associated with comedy, are concerned about the plight of the homeless.
As a first step, a spectacular benefit performance is being planned for March 29th, with Billy Crystal, Whoopi Goldberg, and Robin Williams as hosts.
What we are trying to do is to open up to the entire comedy world, present and past, and get as many of the great artists in comedy, which includes writers, directors, actors, and comedians themselves, to make the show the best possible comedy show that we can make it.
The 3-hour show will be presented live on HBO in an effort to raise money for healthcare needs in major cities across the nation.
You ever see people like a family of 8 living in a station wagon? Have you seen that? Have you seen a 16-year-old wino wandering around Venice Beach? Have you been to Chicago and seen like a guy living in a paper box? Or have you been wandering around New York and see some of the people from the mental institutions that have been turned out wandering around there?
The basic bottom line of this is there but for the grace of God. That's the bottom line of this whole, in my opinion, of this whole thing. Today, you know, it's them, and tomorrow it could be you, or me, and has been.
While the topic and tone of the conference was serious, when these three get together, they're bound to lose control.
He kids the homeless. He's kidding the homeless. Where's the cat man? And he's not going to play Sun City either.
Comic Relief is attracting lots of attention in the entertainment world. And here are just a few of the stars who've already joined the cause. Harry Anderson, Richard Belzer, Sid Caesar, Tony Danza, Michael J. Fox, Estelle Getty, Michael Keaton, Martin Mull, Carl Reiner, Paul Rodriguez, Doc Severinsen, and Weird Al Yankovic. With the promise of more big names to follow, Comic Relief will be a one-of-a-kind television event, March 29th on HBO.
On the next chilling episode of Ray Bradbury Theater.
Excuse me, what's the name of the next town we come to?
No one gets off there. Jeff Goldblum is fed up with the city, but his dream of a small-town paradise becomes a nightmare.
20 years waiting for me.
For someone like you, I've been salting down those bodies and putting them on ice in my head all my life. I'd like to be like one of those old cavemen, just bash somebody's head in.
Take a terrifying journey to the town where no one got off. Tuesday on HBO.
In the 8 years since Muhammad Ali lost to Spinks, there have been 13 heavyweight champions.
There's too many champions, and I look forward to be the one who rides to the top like Cream.
Although Barry Holmes reigned for 7.5 years, he shared the heavyweight title with 9 of the champions. Today, 3 champions rule the division. The time has come to eliminate all but one.
The Heavyweight World Series, the same as baseball, 7 games, 7 fights, is going to be great.
The Great World Heavyweight Series begins March 22nd.
My name is Pinklin Thomas, the WBC one and only heavyweight champion of the world. I'm fighting live March 22nd on HBO.
Pinklin Thomas. He won the title from Tim Witherspoon. Then he KO'd Mike Weaver to keep it. Trevor Berbick, the #1 WBC contender, brawled with champ Larry Holmes for 15 magnificent rounds in '81. Thomas versus Berbick. The countdown to the next undisputed heavyweight champion begins March 22nd, live.
Feel the heat this winter on HBO.